What the hell was that? Hello, welcome to Out Past the Rings, Volume 92. Oh, intros. Hopefully the outro is a little bit better. Today we're talking about 60659C's debut only release. The next part is a blur, Screaming Baby, maybe picking up in the microphone, maybe not. Who knows? This was released in August 15th. On August 15th, 2017, on a couple of labels, although this particular tape, as far as I can remember, is a ZBR only version, so we did 100 copies of these, but other labels that also made copies were Dono Records in England, Polar Summer in Russia, and Contrition Recordings, aka Gift from God labels. Gift from God's label. We did 100 on the kind of clear blue thing there. We kept 70 back, gave 30 to the band, and oh my lord, here's another $1 download card. What have we done? So the history behind this is Chris Morgan, and the fact that I was kind of going after 3 spheres at this point in ZBR. I was going after the really good Canadian stuff, I was going after the really good Swedish stuff, and I was going after anything that came from Richmond, Virginia. So Chris just hit me up saying like, hey, we got this new band with members of Ostraca and like Mothlight and Swan of Tanella and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my lord. 10 songs, 6 minutes. There's only one tranquil part and the rest of it is just absolutely blazing. Best tracks, number 2, Convenient. Number 9, Which Will Never Reach You, and the last one, which although is only a minute 21, it feels a lot longer than that, especially with the almost like Welcome to Plague Year outro they got going on there with the bass. So that's called Dissipating Like a Mirage. This band was only in existence for about a year, maybe less. They played 2, maybe 3 shows in that time. And then, I don't know if they officially disbanded, but there hasn't been any material since this. At least none that I'm aware of. The US store, I don't think ever even got copies? I don't know. There was no US store at that point. I did 100 copies thinking this was gonna fly, just like a lot of the other Richmond stuff, and I don't know what happened. People must have just missed it. I feel like this came out now, people would probably get it. It literally sounds like Gift from God meets Ostraca with a little bit of Welcome to Plague Year in there. Every song is, you know, like 28 to 40 seconds essentially, except for the last track. 2 vocalists, sometimes like 3, just throwing around the bird shrieks, and the rest of the time it sounds like Ostraca because it is Gus from Ostraca. Gus doesn't play anything on this. Gus just does vocals, and then I'm under the assumption that Chris was guitar and Tom was bass and John was drums, but you know, I'm not 100% sure on that. So if you haven't checked it out, please do. I think there's like 1 copy left in the Canada store, but the rest of the copies I had to mostly just give away. Obviously there was a few purchases, but again, this was just in that time frame when I just moved to New Zealand, and everything was falling under the radar. So I didn't look. What's next? I don't know what's next. What's the outro?
You blew it.
What do you mean I blew it?
You blew the budget.
On what?
The last episode. The silly string. You blew it.
Oh,